Well, here we are, cheer coach. It's your first game day. How are we going to navigate all that's going to take place today with your cheer squad? Well, please allow me to share a few tidbits that might be helpful as you prepare for your first game day. One of the things that we ask you to do is to communicate with your squad to be in attendance at your game location at least 20 to 30 minutes prior to game time. This will allow time for organization, for questions to be asked, and to make sure that everyone is on the same page. We also ask you to pick a spot at the location for your squad to meet so that you can see who is in attendance that day. You could pick some random place like meet outside the ladies' room or by the concession stand, just any place within that gym so that you can assess very quickly who's in attendance or perhaps if someone's not there. This is important because then you want to go and locate the gym supervisor. That individual will be obvious based on the shirt that they're wearing. They'll probably be close to the scorer's table. And you will want to communicate with them who is in attendance from your squad that day and who is not. This information is important because it assists with introductions for your cheer squad at halftime. We do not want to waste time or bog things down by calling out people who are not there. That kind of creates for a dead or an awkward moment, and we want to keep things moving and exciting as much as we possibly can. Now, as you're communicating with the gym supervisor about who is in attendance and who may not be in attendance, you'll also want to let them know how you wish to do introductions for your halftime show. This could be one of a couple of options, and you can vary from week to week. Just make sure you communicate it clearly. Some squads will have the entire squad run to midcourt when the squad name is called out. They'll line up in their form, in their line that's been established throughout the season. And then each cheerleader will be called out individually, and they'll do a wave or a cartwheel or something to let everybody know that that's who they are. Some squads will stay off to the side and have the announcer call out each individual by name, and at that point that cheerleader will run out and do a cartwheel or a flip or what have you, and use that as an opportunity to introduce each individual to the crowd at halftime. You will also want to make sure that you, in checking with that gym supervisor, know the location in the building where your squad, along with the parents, will go to for your star ceremony at the conclusion of the game. This time is very important, and we want to make sure that we move quickly to it and that we, with a lot of excitement, share with each young lady how well they did and award the stars for their performance and for their attitudes during that game that week. The last thing that I want to remind you of that might be helpful, and that is throughout the game, as you're located on the sideline and your squad is cheering and doing chants and so forth to encourage both teams, have a list of all the different cheers and chants that your squad has learned in practice so that your game day captains can look at that list and choose and call the next cheer or next chant that your squad will be leading in. These, along with several others that will be communicating with you, will assist you as you prepare for your first game day, but also as you navigate every game day throughout the season.